Do you make these mistakes in English? Sherwin Cody's remarkable invention has enabled more than 70,000 people to correct their mistakes in English. Only 15 minutes a day required to improve your speech and writing. Many persons say, "Did you hear from him today?" They should say, "Have you heard from him today?" Some spell calendar, calendar, or calendar. Still others say between you and I instead of between you and me. It is astonishing how often who is used for whom, and how frequently the simplest words are mispronounced. Few know whether to spell certain words with one or two C's or M's or R's, or with IE or EI, and when to use commas in order to make their meaning absolutely clear. More persons use only common words, colourless, flat, ordinary. Their speech and their letters are lifeless, monotonous, humdrum. Why most persons make mistakes? What is the reason so many of us are deficient in the use of English and find our careers stunted in consequence? Why is it some cannot spell correctly and others cannot punctuate? Why do so many find themselves at a loss for words to express their meaning adequately? The reason for this deficiency is clear. Sherwin Cody discovered it in scientific tests, which he gave thousands of times. Most persons do not write and speak good English simply because they never formed the habit of doing so. What Cody did at Gary. The formation of any habit comes only from constant practice. Shakespeare, you may be sure, never studied rules. No one who writes and speaks correctly thinks of rules when he is doing so. Here is our mother tongue, a language that has built up our civilization and without which we should all still be muttering savages. Yet our schools, by wrong methods, have made it a study to be avoided, the hardest of tasks instead of the most fascinating of games. For years it has been a crying disgrace. In that point lies the real difference between Sherwin Cody and the schools. Here is an illustration. Some years ago, Mr. Cody was invited by William Worth, author of the famous Gary system of education, to teach English to all upper grade pupils in Gary, Indiana. By means of unique practice exercises, Mr. Cody secured more improvement in these pupils in 5 weeks than previously had been obtained by similar pupils in 2 years under old methods. There was no guesswork about these results. They were proved by scientific comparisons. Amazing as this improvement was, more interesting still was the fact that the children were wild about the study. It was like playing a game. 100% self-correcting device. The basic principle of Mr. Cody's new method is habit forming. Anyone can learn to write and speak correctly by constantly using the correct forms. But how is one to know in each case what is correct? Mr. Cody solves this problem in a simple, unique, sensible way. Suppose he himself were standing forever at your elbow. Every time you mispronounced or misspelled a word, every time you violated correct grammatical usage, every time you used the wrong word to express what you meant, suppose you could hear him whisper, "That is wrong. It should be thus and so." In a short time, you would habitually use the correct form and the right words in speaking and writing. If you continue to make the same mistakes over and over again, each time patiently, he would tell you what was right. He would, as it were, be an everlasting mentor beside you, a mentor who would not laugh at you, but who would, on the contrary, support and help you. The 100% self-correcting device does exactly this thing. It is Mr. Cody's silent voice behind you, ready to speak out whenever you commit an error. It finds your mistakes and concentrates on them. You do not need to learn anything you already know. There are no rules to memorize. Only 15 minutes a day, no more than 15 minutes a day are required. 15 minutes, not of study, but of fascinating practice. Mr. Cody's students do their work in any spare moment they can snatch. They do it riding to work or at home. They take 15 minutes from the time usually spent in profitless reading or amusement. The results really are phenomenal. Sherwin Cody has placed an excellent command of the English language within the grasp of everyone. Those who take advantage of this method gain something so priceless that it cannot be measured in terms of money. They gain a mark of breeding that can be erased they gain a mark of breeding that cannot be erased as long as they live. They gain a facility in speech that marks them as educated people in whatever society they find themselves. They gain the self-confidence and self-respect which this ability inspires. As for material reward, certainly the importance of good English in the race for success cannot be overestimated. Surely no one can advance far without it. Free booklet on English. It is impossible in this brief review to give more than a suggestion of the range of subjects covered by Mr. Cody's new method and of what his practice exercises consist. But those who are interested can find a detailed description in a fascinating little booklet called How You Can Master Good English in 15 Minutes a Day. There is no obligation involved in writing for it. Merely mail the coupon, a letter, or a postal card for it now. Sherwin Cody School of English, 14 Cyril Building, Rochester, New York. And in the ad there's a little coupon that you can cut out there, and in it it's Sherwin Cody School of English, 14 Cyril Building, Rochester, New York. Please send me your new free booklet, How You Can Master Good English in 15 Minutes a Day. Name, address. This valuable booklet cannot be sent to children. And you have a picture of a teacher or a mentor, I guess it's Sherwin himself, Sherwin Cody, standing over 3 people, as you can see, and in the background you have I ain't, can't hardly, that's me. Whom was it? Says I, was you. All presumably English mistakes.